Hi, buddy. Aw. How old now?
He's almost a year and a half, so
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, look at that face. I can't
I
take
know.
it.
He
Oh
just got a fresh haircut too.
Oh, for the show. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go, just for you.
Leon Draisaitl breaks the ice. Wow, what a night for Leon Draisaitl.
Welcome into Off the Ice, presented by Truly Hard Seltzer. And I am truly excited to be joined by Leon Draisaitl of the Edmonton Oilers, one of the biggest superstars in the league. We see you guys putting up points every single night. Exciting player to watch. But I want to get to know you a little bit better and let the fans get some insight into you. So first, we're going to play a little game called Fill in the Blank. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. You are one of very few German hockey players playing in the league, and of course that we've seen throughout the league. And your dad, Peter, was playing on the World Championships and the Olympics. But I want to know from your perspective who the best German athlete is.
The best German athlete right now or ever?
Of all time.
I'm gonna go with Dirk Nowitzki.
Aha. And you had a chance to meet him too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got to meet him. It was great. He's obviously someone that I look up to, a great human being, and very fortunate to meet him.
What was it like? Was it were you a little starstruck when you got to meet him for the first time?
A little bit, yeah. It was last summer, so I was a little bit older, but it was just great getting to talk to him a little bit and spend some time with him. It was very helpful. So, yeah, I'm very thankful for that.
That's pretty cool. All right, fill in the blank. Besides family and friends, the thing I miss most about Germany are?
Schnitzel.
Ooh, I've never had schnitzel, but I hear it's delicious.
Yeah, you gotta try it.
I can speak blank languages pretty fluently.
Two. German and English.
Okay, all right. When I was first learning English, blank was a word or phrase that didn't make any sense to me at the time.
Oh God. A lot of stuff didn't make much sense to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How old were you when you learned English?
Well, I learned it in school back home, but the school it's like British English. So it's not like the slang and that kind of stuff is a lot different. So when I came over here to Canada when I was 16, I got to pick up on the slang a little bit.
Okay, so now you've got it down pat, right?
I got it down pretty good, yeah.
Awesome. If someone asked me to go ice fishing in Edmonton, I would say blank.
Have fun.
Nice. Game over for you, right?
Yeah, I'm out for that.
And there's the zone with speed all the way to the net, and he scores! What a play! What a goal!
I want to pick your brain about going up against other guys in the league. Who's the most challenging defensive player to face for you?
I think Alexander Edler is really good. Oh, someone's ringing the doorbell. Sorry about that.
Oh, you got a visitor.
Maybe someone wants to go ice fishing. Maybe that's what it is.
There you go. Do you have to get...
No, I think Edler is hard to play against at times. Tanev is good, but there's so many guys that are tough to beat.
Yeah. Offensively, I mean, I know a lot of people would probably pick your teammate Connor McDavid as one of the most challenging offensive players to go up against. But for you, who strikes your attention when you're playing on the offensive side?
I think Nate McKinnon, he has a factor where he can make you nervous, especially when you're skating backwards as a forward. So that's someone that I try to avoid skating backwards.
Did you see the comment from Alex Pietrangelo?
Oh boy. McKinnon on the fly. What's the shot? Wow. He scores!
I did see that. Yeah, I think I'd have that same reaction.
Not much you can do there, Theo. Either of us. Not much we can do there.
What is something that Connor McDavid is not good at? Because we see...
Soccer.
Oh, soccer. Okay.
Yeah.
Quick answer there. What, like your pregame warm-up?
He would argue that, but he's not very good at that.
He's not very good at that. Okay.
No.
Not coordinated? What is it?
Yeah, it's I would almost say that. Yeah, his coordination seems off, which is strange. if you watch him on blades, it's pretty doesn't make much sense. But I guess there's only one sport he's good at.
And that he'll take it. I think it's
I think I would too if I was him.
Leon, I think one thing that people would be probably surprised to know about you, given your size and your ability on the ice, is that you actually don't enjoy fighting at all, and you don't think you're very good at it. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I mean, I've never really been in a fight, to be honest with you. So I would assume that I'm not very good at it. So I'm gonna try and stay away from it. If it ever happens, obviously, I'm all for it, but not something that I want to look for.
If you did have to fight, what would your tactic be? I mean, would you pull the sweater over the guy's face, or would you just?
It's a good question. I think I would just try and swing and try and hold on as tight as I can, and yeah, just try and swing as hard as I can.
I know there's so many nicknames in the NHL, which is always fun to learn kind of what guys. It seems like you guys add a Y or an ER at the end of a name that has a vowel ending it, like Patrick Kane is Kaner.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, we don't really hear a lot about your nickname or Connor McDavid's nickname. Do you guys have one?
I mean, guys call me Drat, DRAT. I personally call Connor Davo. That's what or some guys on our team call him. But yeah, I think him and I are more in the boring nickname category.
You just let the play on the ice speak for itself, right?
Try to, yeah.
That's right. When you look at the teammates and you go inside that locker room, give me a glimpse in that Oilers locker room. Who has the best sense of humor, and who's the guy that's going to get your group riled up each time?
The funniest guy on our team, I would go with Tyler Ennis. He's very, very entertaining.
Thanks.
I think sometimes he doesn't try to be, maybe, but it's just something about him that is just hilarious. And then Zach Cassian obviously gets the room pretty riled up too.
That's awesome. Well, you guys have quite a room this year. We watch you guys play. We've had you guys on our air a number of times, and certainly playing in this unique situation, Leon. I mean, what's your expectations for this Oilers team this season, and how you guys are going to get it done?
Yeah, I think we obviously didn't have the start that we wanted, but we've kind of figured out how we want to play in the last little stretch here, and we're obviously looking to keep climbing and keep going further up the standings. There's lots of great teams in our division, so I think it'll be a fun race all the way until the end.
Your dad, Peter, a big influence on you, and of course, very well known in the German hockey world with what he was able to accomplish at World Championships, at Olympics. Can you give me a glimpse of what it was like growing up with your dad as a big hockey player and you wanting to be a big star in the NHL as well, and what advice he gave to you over the years?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been my go-to guy. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I think that's for every kid that has a dad that played hockey. Obviously, now looking back, I think I was very fortunate that he could help me in little things. A lot of times it was maybe on the mental side or whatever it is. Not so much hockey related, but just little things that he went through himself and that he could kind of have good advice on. And so yeah, I'm definitely very fortunate to have a dad that's been through it. He knows what the game's like, and yeah, I think he's obviously very proud.
Do you stay in touch quite frequently with him? I know there's a big time difference, but
yeah, we do. I actually just got off a call with him. I FaceTimed him about an hour ago. So yeah, we stay in touch. Obviously, we FaceTime, we text, talk about games, but we actually don't talk that much hockey anymore. So it's gone down a lot.
It's all about life now, right?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
That's good stuff. Who was your favorite player growing up?
Favorite player, probably Pavel Datsyuk. Someone that I looked up to. I got to meet him once or twice, so that's always someone that I kind of try to model my game like a little bit. And yeah, it was someone that I love watching.
Yeah, he is a fun player to watch, no doubt about that. So you have a little Datsyukian in you on the ice.
I try.
Yeah, I think so. I want to talk to you about the contributions that you're making to your local charities. And I know in 2018, you announced you're donating $1.2 million to local charities over the next 8 years. And the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation is also going to match that at 50%. So that means you're looking at, close to $2 million to donate and give back to the community. Where does that generosity come from, Leon, with you? What makes you want to do things like that?
Well, I think it's just important for me, since I spend such a big chunk of my life, of my career in the city, that I give something back to the people that, are there for us night in and night out. They love us, they support us, and people that might be struggling. I think they need that money a lot more than any of us do in this situation. So it's just something that's really important to me, and was really important to me when I signed my extension. So I'm very fortunate to be a part of it, very happy that I can help, and it's always fun doing these charity events. I've always had a blast doing it. So I'm looking forward to the next couple.
Yeah, so you enjoy being a part of the community there in Edmonton. You've really kind of made it your home, right?
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. I've been here for almost 7 years now, or 7 years, and hopefully there's lots more years to come here. So it's kind of become my home a little bit. So obviously I want to give something back to the people, and that was one way of doing that.
Well, it's one city I've actually never been to in the NHL. So if I was going to visit Edmonton for the first time, what would you tell me that I need to do?
Ooh, that's tricky.
Come to an Oilers game?
I would say go to an Oilers game. Yeah, try to get an Oilers game in. I think that's probably the most fun thing to do here.
Nice. And you guys have a flashy new stadium as well, so I'll get a chance.
Yeah, it's fun. We got a great rink here. It's a great setup, so I'm sure you'd enjoy that.
Awesome. I'm excited. Okay, I've got some Fishbowl questions for you here. Are you ready?
Okay. Yep.
Pick them out. I'd normally have you pick them out, but obviously we can't do that right now. So you're trusting me.
You got it.
Okay. Your dog is quite popular on Instagram. Is it Bowie?
Bowie, yeah.
Bowie. Okay. So do you let Bowie sleep in your bed with you?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I know a lot of people probably don't like hearing that, but we tried crate training him. We did for the first couple months, but we just couldn't pull through.
Yeah, he's
too hard.
ugly looking. I would be.
Yeah, he doesn't take up much room, which is great. He's actually sleeping on the couch.
I was gonna say, is he there? Can we see him? Oh, he's sleeping on the couch.
I can grab him if you want.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see him.
1 second. There you go. He just got a haircut, actually.
Hi, buddy. Aw. How old now?
He's almost 1.5 years, so.
Oh my goodness, look at that face. I can't take it.
He just got a fresh haircut too.
Oh, for the show. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Just for you.
Just for me. Aw, he's so cute. Thank you for that. That's going to make the show. That's the best part.
Of course.
Okay, if you weren't a professional hockey player, what would you be?
Ooh, God. That's tough because I've been so into hockey all my life since I'm a little kid. There's pictures of me holding a stick. I could barely stand up. So I want to say. I don't know. I've always been a hockey kid. So,
that's a great answer. Yeah,
I think I'll stick with that. Maybe a coach or something. I don't know. Something with hockey.
Okay, cool. Maybe when you retire in 100 years, you'll get into coaching.
Hopefully, yeah, maybe, yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, what is one useless skill that you're really good at? Like, for example, mine, I make really good beds. I don't know why it's a useless skill. I like to make beds and make them really nice.
I don't know if that's useless, but
that's true.
A useless skill, God. Jeez. That's tough.
Stumping you.
I don't know. You put me on the spot. Oh.
All right, forget it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's tough. It's a hard one. When Alexa asked me too, it's a tough one for me to answer too. So I always like to make sure.
You have a good answer though.
It's a useless answer. What is the last thing you Google searched on your phone? I know you're on your phone now, so.
The last thing I Google searched, I think the last app I was on was the NHL app. I think I was checking the standings. Yeah.
Yeah, how often are you checking those standings right now with it only being
I mean, it's still a little early, so there's not much. Not much of a point to check them every day, but I like to know what's going on. I like to see who's heating up, who's playing well. So yeah, I check it quite a bit.
Yeah. Are you like a student of the game? You're just constantly watching hockey and watching other players around the league. Is that what you fill your time with?
I love watching hockey. I'm a big hockey guy. As long as I get to watch games and get to check scores and that kind of stuff, I'm all good.
So you're watching all the other divisions too, then, right? What's happening in the United States?
I mean, if there's a game in our division on, I'll watch that over any other game. But I love any type of hockey, to be honest.
Yeah. Is there one player that you like to watch in particular, or a couple guys that you really enjoy watching their style?
Yeah, there's lots of guys that I enjoy watching. Love watching McKinnon. I love watching Sid and Malkin. Like watching Pittsburgh. Love watching Kopitar. He's one of my favorites. There's a few players on every team. I could go on and on.
Yeah, I always wonder if other players are watching others and picking up some pointers or admiring.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
They do, yeah.
I personally do, for sure, yeah.
You mentioned Sid and Malkin. It kind of is synonymous with McDavid and Draisaitl, right? It's like these dynamic duos throughout the league, and you guys seem to have some kind of chemistry together that really works.
If you think that, I'll take that comment for sure. To be put in the same conversation as those two is pretty great. Obviously, we want to win like those two as well. That's most important for us.